Good morning, pot pickers. Today is Saturday. And the last time we worked on this that you saw was a week ago, where we were welding on the outer sill. Now, last week I was working the night shift. So while I did do a bit of work, and I recorded it, the continuity isn't very good, and I've tried to edit it, but I've been coming in and talking about the same things over and over again because I forgot what I spoke about in the last video. And it's hard to make a video out of it. Not only am I learning to do the car, I'm also learning how to do YouTube videos as well. So last night I had the video editor out and it was just making no sense at all, and I was starting to end up with a 20-minute grinding welds off video. So I'm in here this morning to sort of make this intro, and I think the next bit of the video, I think it'll be a montage. Otherwise you're going to be sick of me grinding welds off, because essentially that's all I've done during the week. That said, it's done. I'm really pleased with it. It's come out brilliant. I was struggling with the grinder, getting the grinder in to grind the welds off, and we got over that using an electric finger file, and you'll see that in the video. We also spoke about putting the rear quarter back into it, or should I say the bottom of the rear quarter panel, which by itself was looking like it was going to be a difficult job because we spoke about these panels being handmade. The bottom of the panel didn't fit, the profile was completely wrong, but over the week I've done it, but I didn't explain it very well. There was some good bits of the video where I had explained bits, and there was other bits of the video where I was wandering around like a zombie with a grinder in my hand thinking I should really be in bed. But this is where we are now. So bear with me for the first sort of 10 minutes of this video. It'll be getting up to where we are now. If I didn't do it like this, you would literally have a 30-minute video of fitting this of this, because it was tricky. I think I maybe had 4 hours getting the shape right to put that in. That said, I'm really happy with it. We've got a really good line. This is the most important bit of putting this panel in, is this line here, because this will be the bit that's on show when you're driving it around, and that was tricky to do. Regarding the fitment, we'll talk about that in a moment. It was really tricky to get it something like. But where we haven't got it perfect, that's where we get the filler pot out and we'll shape it and it'll look beautiful in the end. The bottom profile didn't fit at all. I've got that to fit. That's good. I've explained that in the video, but I didn't explain it very well. Hopefully you'll be able to make sense of it. But essentially, as you can see, ta-da, it's all done. It came in with a rusty sill. We've replaced it. And regarding sort of the metalwork side of it, that's done now. We still need to put a floor pan in it, but that also brings its own issues because the car is on the ramp in the wrong place. We need to push the car further over on the ramp to be able to get the floor out. And that by itself is quite a tricky number. You can see I've got the car resting on a 100mm box section to sort of lift it, to work underneath it. And getting those in by myself was a bit of a bugger. So, this video will be this, a montage, and then I think we're going to have to start thinking about moving the car. Yeah. If we're not careful, we're going to end up with 3 hours worth of 6 videos just putting the sill into it, and that's going to that'll drive me crazy. Never mind you lot. And I would like to make some nice videos, so we'll have a little montage, then we'll think about moving the car to get the floor in it. I'm going to make a cup of tea. Make yourself a cup of tea now. And then this is what happens when you've been on night shift. Switch off. That's burning my head. Let's try again. I'm not feeling that at all. That's really hard to do. We'll have a rethink. How are we going to do this? We'll try and get a bit more comfy. I'm going to have a radical rethink. This is a bit of a bugger to do. What do you call these? Finger sanders? Electric files? This is made by Silverline, and it was about 30 quid, and I thought, I'm going to buy it, but I bet I never use it. I've used it loads. And it's not blown up yet. It does get through the belts quite quickly. But for the money, flipping out. When this one's blown up, I'll buy an expensive one. But for now, we're going to go with a 30 nicker finger file. We'll try it. Let's see how we get on with it. It's starting to get a bit too hot to hold. So we'll give it a minute, I think. Shall we just come back when I've done it all? Oh, I was struggling there for a minute. I couldn't quite get the grinder in the right hole. But we got out the electric fingering device. That thing, the 30 quid winner, and it's done a fabulous job. Don't get me wrong, you can't pick it up. There was smoke coming out of it at one point, but look at that, look. Absolutely brilliant. So pleased with it. Underneath too, you can't see any of the welds. Where the welds are hidden, I've not bothered grinding them off because I thought I'd save the electric fingering device for another day. See if I can get another job out of it. Right then. Next job. Gordon Bennett. Right. We need to put this corner back into it, don't we? Right. Now the inner sills. No, the outer sills on. Let's have a final door gap check. I think my mate's coming through the door. The number we're looking for is 936. That said, I think it was close to 937 to be fair. And we have got... Oh, it's quite hard to do. Quite hard to do. 9... Depends where you look at it. 931. 937. Do you know what? I don't even think it's moved. I think when I first measured it, I don't know. I think it's bang on. And we've had the door on, and it shuts perfect, so I reckon we're okay. Hi! I'm filming this backwards. I've never done this before, so I don't know where to look. Are you the camera hole? Today is Monday. Did I work on it yesterday? No, we worked on it on Saturday, didn't we? I'm still looking at the wrong place. You're there, look. The reason I'm doing it backwards is because I'm trying to juggle holding the panel and holding you. But today, I've got an hour to play with. I'm going to try and get this back corner tacked in. It's as good. The top bit fits brilliant. The bottom bit isn't so cool. And I'm going to have to address that when it's fitted, because I'm going to need it fixed to something to manipulate it. But we'll get there in a bit anyway. You'll get the angle what I'm talking about in a bit. Right, and this feels weird. I'll see you in a mo. I never explained what the problem was at the bottom, did I? So I'm under no illusion that this thing isn't going to need a bit of filler in it, but we're going to try and do our very best to minimise the amount of rework we have to do with a tin of bodge. Okay. The two important lines on the car are that one and that one, and they are pretty bloody good. This one isn't too cool at the back, and you can see, if I can just get it to go onto there for you, we're going to have to add a bit of metal in at the back, which might just be a stripe down the back of there. I could even plug it with a bit of weld, get the MIG in there to make that nice and smooth. The tricky bit's going to be this bit, because while the profile works all the way around it, it doesn't quite work there. And like we've said, these panels are handmade and they're really bloody good, but that doesn't quite work for me. And like I said, I'm not a panel beater. I'm learning as I go, but I reckon I can get that. I reckon what we'll do is we're going to cut it here. Sorry, cut it along there to get this bit right, and then we'll warm the metal up and massage it into place to get that profile looking a bit better. Apart from that, it's tickety-boo. The flange we put in at the back has come out really good. So you can see we've got new metal now, so we can get these plug welded in. That'll work nice. So this will be another day for me now. Like I say, I'm working nights this evening, and I want to go and have a bit of a chill out as well. So, well, I'm happy with it. It's coming out all right, isn't it? Yeah. I'll see you in a minute or two. It's a little bit more done. I am very tired. I'm not going to deny it. I know it's no excuse. I know you're not bothered. But we've done a bit more and it's looking really good. I'm pleased with it. So if so much has got the quarter in, can you remember we hadn't quite got the shape there? Well, I'll fill that up with lots of wire, lots of MIG weld, Oh, there we go. Still needs tidying up at the back, look, just to square the edges off nice, but we can do that in a bit. We've plug welded all the way down the back onto that new flange we made. We've got a couple of spot welds on the bottom. We need to get the electric finger in there to get those cleaned up. I'm going to cross the bottom with a MIG. Now, we just need to sort that out. It's going to be awkward, but I'm going to try and take that green line out if I can. I don't want to cock it up now, do I? Right, I definitely am packing up for the day. Otherwise, I'm going to be in the doghouse. That's gone really well. I'm really quite pleased with it. If you're a real body worker, car repairer, panel beater, call it what you will, I apologise. But I'm really quite pleased with that. That's come out all right. That would have originally been an overlap joint with a lead fill over it, so you can't see the joint. Down the back's looking okay. Bit of work to do down there still. Like I say, we've got to get the old finger file in down the bottom to clean those up. Right, I've got to go. I'll see you. It'll be instant for you. It'll be 24 hours for me. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, we're doing okay. It's not that it means anything to you, but it's 11:45 on Saturday. This morning's whizzed by, and I've spent that just getting the bottom corner of that right. Still needs a little hit with the grinder, but I'm really, really pleased with that. Now, listen, we're into this part here. And we're not going to fit it all. We're only going to fit the bottom part of it. And it's going to need a bit of tickling up. I feel that the bottom panel, let me try and point to it. That's a bit long, so we need to cut a bit off there. And we're going to basically slice it across here somewhere and weld it in. For that, I've paid £25. Now you're thinking, bloody hell, I could make that. You're dead right, I could make that. But I couldn't make it for 25 quid. That would take me, I don't know. For me to make that, as daft as it sounds, to put the radius in it and all the rest of it, probably about 3 or 4 hours work in that. Someone's made that for 25 quid. No point in even trying to make one for that money. That's money, that's time better spent doing something else as far as I'm concerned. Brilliant. Let's see if we can get it in. We'll give that a minute to do its thing. We'll bang some zinc on it and we'll hit it with the, I'm flicking paint around, and we'll hit it with the metal inert gas machine. Right, let's give it a tack up. Oh, we've got the door up. I feel like a pit pony that's been let out for Christmas. Right, we've got this panel in. It's come out really well. Looking good. That's okay. So I think we can call the sill replacement complete. I'm really, really pleased with it. There were some tricky bits to deal with, like I've sort of mentioned before. The panels are handmade. And while they're very, very good, the guy who does them must be a genius. They do take a bit of work to get them to fit. So we are going to need a bit of filler to get it to look perfect. I've not done a car yet that doesn't need a bit of filler in it. So I'm more than happy with that. Now what I'm going to do now is, I'm in a real mess in here. We're going to see how we get on, but we might get the wheels on it, and depending how far we get, I'm going to get my daughter to help me. We're going to get the wheels on it, get the tyres pumped up, and someone's looking at me, I'll show you in a minute, and we might roll it outside. What are you saying? You think we'll manage it, Erin?
Yeah.
You're going to put the tyres up?
Yeah, and I'm going to put oil in.
And you're going to put some oil in too? Yeah. Brilliant.
Amy, would you like that?
I think Amy would love it. Right. Let's get a little bit more done, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes. Bless her. We're getting there slowly. We've got a bit of light flicker going on. The phone doesn't know what to do. We're on the floor. I didn't film it. But I've just had the grinder out to try and cut this brace out. And it's I only tacked it in, but it's proving a bit tricky to remove. I'm having to resort to big bar. Let's see if we can get it to move. No, it's bloody solid. Put your fingers in your ears. We're out. Brilliant. I'm getting in a real mess here. But you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, can you? To reach the filler plug, remove the rubber plug on the left-hand side of the gearbox covering. Fill with the correct grade oil to the bottom of the threads. Right. The last time I went out in this, I think in total I've maybe done about 3 miles in it. Total. And it sounded like the gearbox was about to explode. So just out of curiosity, I'm going to dip the oil. Not dip it, I'm going to put some in it. I've got some gearbox oil on the shelf that doesn't work in any of my cars anymore, so... It's either got a knackered gearbox or it's got no oil in it, and we're about to find out which one it is. Found it. Can you see it? There's your bung. If those instructions are right, it's telling me to fill the gearbox up to the bottom of the threads of that. Well, that's halfway. Well, it's hard to tell, but that's a long way up the gearbox. That's a lot of oil, isn't it? I tell you what, that's not far out. It is nearly to the top. Let me see if I can show you. It's not quite to the top, granted. I don't think you're going to get it on video. Can I show you somehow? Oh, there we go, look. Can you see? Ah, there we go. That's it. It needs a bit in it, but that seems like a lot of oil to me. But while we're here, I'll top it up. Because, really, we're only a few nuts and bolts off a drive around the block. But we'll see. It didn't take much. I've only put about, I don't know, 1/4 litre in it, something like that. So, judging by the noise it makes, we can assume the gearbox is about tatered. Fuel pump initiator. You doing a good job, Erin?
Yeah.
Good night. We'll see you next time.